Did you know that in the wild, 95% of hamsters don't make it past their first week of life? And the ones that do survive probably wish they hadn't. Why? Because being a hamster is like being stuck in a twisted game show where the prize is staying alive long enough to question your life choices. If you're lucky, your mother decides you're worth keeping alive. If she's having a bad day, well, let's just say hamster moms have a very specific way of dealing with postpartum depression. Want to know the real horror? Keep watching, because what happens at 3 months old will make you grateful you weren't born with tiny paws or adorable whiskers. You're probably wondering how bad it could really be. After all, those viral videos of hamsters stuffing their cheeks are adorable, right? But those cute little pouches are hiding a dark secret that will make even a horror movie writer uncomfortable. And that's just the beginning. And trust me, what happens in those plastic tubes isn't as fun as it looks. By the way, that cute little wheel they're always running on, it's actually a sign of deep psychological trauma. But more on that shocking revelation later. Welcome to existence. You're one of the 12 blind, hairless jelly beans fighting for survival in a nest that's basically a fairy mosh pit. But here's the kicker. If your mom is having a bad day, feels threatened, or just skipped her morning coffee, she might decide to have you for breakfast. Literally. And if you survive mommy's mood swings, congratulations. You've just unlocked level 2 of this horror show, where your siblings become your first survival challenge. Think Hunger Games, but with more fair and less sophisticated weapons. Think that's bad, huh? Wait until you see what happens when puberty hits. Let's just say there's a reason why pet stores keep male and female hamsters separated. And no, it's not what you think. It's way worse. Ever wondered why hamsters need to live alone? Because they're nature's tiny psychopaths. Put 2 adult hamsters together and they will have a UFC match that makes even Dana White uncomfortable. Those cute little paws, they are actually murder mittens in disguise. You know that exercise wheel every hamster seems to be addicted to? Here's a dark truth. In one night, a hamster can run up to 8 kilometers on that wheel, equivalent of a human running a marathon every single night. Why? Because they're perpetually preparing for escape that will never come. Speaking of escape, did you know that hamsters can unhinge their ribs like a snake to squeeze through tiny gaps? Keep watching to learn how this superpower often leads to their doom. Imagine having an eating disorder encouraged by evolution. That's hamster life. You are genetically programmed to stuff your face until your cheeks are quite literally fuller than your stomach. They are survival mechanism gone wrong in a world of plenty. Your whole world is a plastic prison, roughly the size of a shoebox. Sure, it got tunnels and toys, but it's like living in a hamster version of a Truman Show. Every time you finally figure out the layout of your habitat, your giant human overlord decides to upgrade your home, sending you into an existential crisis. Remember that 3-month mark I mentioned earlier? This is where it gets wild. At exactly 3 months old, your body decides that it's time to either fight everything that moves or become the world's tiniest hermit. There is no in between. Your entire species has been reduced to viral video fodder. Oh, look! He's stuffing carrots in his face. Yes, Karen, because I'm stress eating due to an existential dread of being trapped in a transparent box for your entertainment. You are nocturnal in a world that is not. Try getting quality sleep when the giants controlling your world decide to vacuum at noon. You're midnight. It's like trying to sleep in a nightclub, except the DJ is a 5-year-old with no volume control. So, there you have it, the tragic reality of a hamster existence. Your home is a plastic maze designed by sadistic giants, and your main form of entertainment is running nowhere fast on a squeaky wheel, thinking you've seen it all. Your mom tried to eat you, your siblings tried to out-hunger game you, and your human overlord keeps redecorating your plastic prison like some deranged interior designer. But the real punchline? You are destined to die in the most ridiculous, random way possible. Maybe you will run yourself to death on that squeaky wheel of doom. Because, hey, what's one more marathon for a rodent with anxiety? Or perhaps you will make a daring prison escape, only to chew through a power cable and become the world's tiniest fire hazard. And then there's the classic, squeezing through a gap the size of a raisin, only to discover discover it leads straight to a vacuum cleaner. Life as a hamster is already a joke, but the way you check out, that's comedy gold. But wait, there is one more shocking fact about hamster life that I haven't mentioned yet. Want to know the most disturbing thing about being a hamster? Hit subscribe and drop a comment with your guess. Fuck it, I will tell you. Your teeth as a hamster never stops growing. So, if you don't gnaw on things constantly, your teeth will grow so long that they will pierce your own skull. Now, if you will excuse me, I need to go stuff my face with seeds and contemplate my existence on my wheel of despair.